Previously on Task Force Vixen, the Harbinger's Marathon. But 2. Alright. You. Alright, now. Collect a business turret in 3 different matches. Hello, my sweet. Haha. Alright. 2. Now I just need 1 more. And that'll be done. That was mildly irritating. Alright. So, let us begin with the chests that are guaranteed. Therefore, the ones in the middle. Alright. Pop these open. Alright. Ah, here we go. An automatic sniper rifle. Okay. It won't really be that surprising. As well have a more powerful one. Okay. It's not too slow. I can definitely work with it. Okay. Okay. Right. Here we go. Okay. Keep it coming. Okay. Okay. Go, go, go. Alright. 13 KOs. Not bad. Alright. 50 bullets. This should be no problem. Okay. Hehe. Alright. Yes. Here we go. Already can upgrade it. Alright. Okay. And bye-bye. That is always so satisfying. Okay. Okay. Reloaded and ready to go. Ha 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 ha. Pull. My favorite color. Alright. You know. Those of you who don't, well then. Sorry to disappoint you. If you thought my favorite color was actually silver. Okay. Alright. Hehehehe. There we go. Alright. It's pegging. But that's about all it was. Wait, did that even hit me? Ah. One more rarity to go, and I'll be able to take you all down with the most powerful shotgun. Now I just have to go and collect the items in this chest. Or rather, these chests. Okay, 2 shots. I will be dropping that soon. Because it has too little space in its magazine. And it shoots 2 bullets at once. I'm looking for a particular... I just need to take you down. And whatever you hold. If you're not fans of narrative commentary, you've been warned. This will be going on for a while now. So, let's get to it. So, here, I'm going to be searching these chests and ammo boxes in order to get some points and some supplies in order to face off against the monsters. But I won't really be making an active effort to get the challenge done until after my experiment with the winning is done. So, now, I'm just preparing stuff and getting ready to fight. And at this point, I'm just, well... You already know, because I already said it. So why I was about to say it again, I don't know. Anyway, I'm picking up this chest, which gives me a 2-shot shotgun, which I pass over. The thing about it is, it has room for 8 shells, but that still only constitutes to 4 shots because 2 of them fire off at once. Which wouldn't be an issue, except you need as much time firing as you can possibly get in this mode. Because these things are relentless. I won't actually win the game until the penultimate episode of the season. So, yeah. Here's a little bit of foreshadowing for you. I dropped the revolver there because I now have a medium weapon and a light bullet weapon. All I need is a shotgun, and I would be all set. Instead, I only got a light weapon in the form of a tactical pistol, which has less than half of the ammo than a combat SMG does. So, that really didn't help matters. The combat SMG is just a solid weapon. That's all there is to it. It has a 32 bullet magazine size, it does a lot of damage, and it has a really great firing rate. To not pick this up would be making it to where I question your sanity, because this thing is a solid weapon choice for this mode. Although then again, there are people that have a different playstyle than mine, so whatever works for you is all fine. Now, the burst assault rifle is a special case. The higher it goes, the more bullets it fires from its barrel at a time. Like, at first, in green, it will fire only 2 shots at a time, letting you have 4 shots in total. Then when you get up higher, you have a 3-shot burst for blue, which it will grant you about, I'd say, 8 shots total. And I know I just said that the more shots you can have, the better. So why did I switch from a automatic sniper rifle that would guarantee about 16 shots for the Evachrome burst, which only decreases the amount of shots per how rare it is? Well, the clip size isn't really that limited on the Evachrome burst compared to the rest of the weapons. Like, the clip size is about 24 bullets regardless, and if you really pay attention, the most that the weapon fires, I believe, is about 5. So in a case like that, I believe that you can fire about 5 or 6 shots before you finish, but those shots are punishing because the higher you go, the more shots come out of the barrel, and it's honestly a very, very, very efficient killing machine. I'd say the only thing better would be the Foundation's Mark 7 itself. And you may think me arrogant for saying so, but it's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. And you're all entitled to your opinions too. So I suppose if you want to, you could tell me exactly what you think would be better. But I stand by my opinions because I have been testing them out, and it's the weapons that I'm used to that actually do better for me. Like, say for instance, the Evachrome shotgun versus the Mythic Havoc shotgun. And yeah, I was mistaken when I said that the Mythic Evachrome was the only Mythic in the thing. So, yeah, I will be the first to admit my mistake. I'm sorry. But my point still stands that between the two, I would prefer the Mythic Evachrome shotgun. Much larger magazine size, and much better firing rate. I am a speed character. I would say that the firing rate more than justifies the power output. But there are exceptions to every rule. There are some weapons whose low power output vastly offset their high firing rates. And that's why I check and see how much power is in a gun as well. Because the more power is done in one shot, the higher the damage per second. I prefer a balance between firing rate and power for a much larger and, in my opinion, far more important damage per second. Or about the amount of damage that you can do with as few shots as possible. So, if you were able to deal, say, about 200 damage per second, many people would say that's overpowered. However, I say that it's an ideal weapon, because for somebody of my playstyle, the quicker somebody gets taken out, the better, because I am no good at a long-winded fight. And if I have to rely on a gun that is slow as molasses, then I'm not going to win the fight. I'm sorry. But that's just not my playstyle. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and grab these chests here, along with the ammo boxes right beside them. Okay, so a green combat SMG, I already had something just like it. I grabbed the ammo boxes here, and then I grabbed this chest and ammo box right next to it. Or ammo boxes, plural. I prioritized the ammo boxes because the weapons that I already had were really good. So, with all that done, now, I will make a questionable case about the explosive repeater rifle. It's not good at close range because if you fire it too close to yourself, you deal self-harm. But at far range, as it is meant to be used, it is stellar as a weapon because it deals a lot of damage and it's very, very long ranged. So you end up doing a lot of damage. Now, I do realize that when it comes to weapons, it has one of the slowest firing rates in the entire game. But there are special cases to every rule. With a one of those special cases is one of the oldest snipers that I actually managed to do the most with. The suppressed sniper rifle. If you will turn back the clock way back to when TGIF first began, you will see exactly what I mean. I forget exactly which episode, but I would be bold to assume that that it would be Foot Soldier instead of Sky Gambit, because with Sky Gambit I will mostly be focusing on the kills that the kills and wins that I got with a chopper. So Foot Soldier would actually be the best bet to show exactly what I mean. And I'm actually very curious to see what you guys think of it. I'll put a link in the description to the video if I remember. But for right now, I'm just focusing on my commentary and on what is going on. So you may have noticed that I grabbed the Gunner's SMG. The reason for that is because it is, without a doubt, one of the most powerful weapons in the entire game. It has high damage per second, and according to some sources, the recoil on it has been nerfed, which means you can fire straighter for longer and deal a focused stream of damage far more reliably than you used to. And that's why I decided to pick it up. Now, I'm heading on over here to see what else dropped from the assassin. And that just so happened to be Midas's drum gun. Air quote, Midas's drum gun. I understand why they decided to nerf it, but the way that they decided to nerf it, that ends up being a source of debate. Because instead of just simply nerfing the weapon altogether, They just repainted another um, uh, drum gun and named it in the inventory and in the point where you hover your cursor over it, as the Midas's drum gun. But if you look at the kill feed once you eliminated somebody, unless it's been patched since then, the actual name was Jules' drum gun. It may have already been patched by now, in which case I really sound stupid. But that was a point of contention for a lot of players, because they were expecting Midas's drum gun, but what they got was Jules that was disguised as Midas's drum gun. And I would definitely understand why people would be mad about this, because they loved the drum gun. A lot of them, anyway. And I will sympathize with both sides of the community. It was a great weapon to use, but it was not a great weapon to find yourself fighting against. That's how I sympathize with both sides. So I basically taught you a essay technique a while ago. I forget exactly what it's called, but I think one name for it would be a counter-argument. Regardless, I think there's another name for it, and I think that it starts with like an S or something, but I don't remember. It's been too long since I've written my last essay, and quite frankly, it's not something that I am very eager to revisit. So now, I'm about to be put into the final round, and it is here that I decide to crush the slurp truck tanker until it is one shot with a pickaxe. Although I think that this indeed backfires and seals my fate. So a little bit of foreshadowing there. If you consider it spoilers, then I'm sorry, but I consider it foreshadowing. Anyway, let's continue on, shall we? Alright. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Now things are about to go from calm to very, very deadly. So, yeah, I think that tanker is now non-existent. So, yeah. Now I'm having to depend on taking out monsters in order to get my shield back. And at this point, I have absolutely nothing to fall back on when it comes to health. So, yeah. And when you're focused on the minions, the boss can just cheap shot you with a chest laser, marionette strings, or ground pound. And you could be overwhelmed just like this. So, there we go. That's done. Alright, now we are going into the last round of the episode. If anyone doesn't like the narrative commentary, well, you're in luck, because you won't have to hear it for the rest of the day. Now, as far as the next episode, I make no promises. So, here, I decide to grab some remote explosives despite being done with that challenge. And I believe the main reason for this is because of the spawners. So then I head over here and grab this chest and the ammo boxes right next to it. Then I do the same with this chest and the ammo boxes right next to it. And I grab some dynamite, I believe once again for the spawners. Or it could just simply be I did it on accident, but I didn't care anyway. Now, here's the thing about my different ammo rule. When you're in Horde Rush trying to survive to the best of your ability, one thing that would prevent that is having all weapons, or at least more than one, using the exact same type of ammo. Because once that runs out of ammo, and you empty out the clip of your other medium, light, or shotgun weapon, that's it. You don't have anything to defend yourself with. I don't know if I even had to explain it, but I did anyway, so whatever. Anyway, let's go on ahead and get on with the battle. So, I stand here for whatever reason. I forgot exactly what. I would hope that I realized that my mic was off at that exact moment. But unfortunately, nothing could be further from the truth. I didn't. I had forgotten that I had even done that with the stink flower. And the reason why I'm calling it a stink flower is because I don't know what it's actually called. And there is another that is called a bomb flower. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if it's a blatant Legend of Zelda ripoff or if it's just simply Fortnite's naming convention. But the bomb flower is pretty well identically named and pretty well identical in function to the one in The Legend of Zelda. This could just be a coincidence. And I'm not entirely sure how Nintendo thinks about this. But it may just be that case where you can't really sue for a name that could be translated as something else other than just mimicry or plagiarism. Or who knows, it could actually be a subtle it could actually be a subtle collaboration between Epic Games and Nintendo. I mean, Fortnite is on the Switch after all. I will say one thing though. If they put in a rather cursed looking skin, then I'm probably not going to use that skin ever. Because the thing about it is, Pikachu has no right being that tall. It's just not natural. Well, that seems to be about it. Join me in the next episode.